The president did an interview with 60 Minutes overnight on the event itself and the investigation. There was one question he really did not like. Let's get to CNN chief media analyst Brian Stelter for the latest on this. Good morning to you. Long time no see.
Yeah, hey, good morning. Axios put it really well this morning. It said one uncomfortable question was all it took for President Trump to resume hostilities with the media. Here is that exchange with CBS's Norah O'Donnell from last night.
So wrote this: I'm no longer willing to permit a pedophile, rapist, and traitor to coat my hands with his crimes. What's your reaction to that?
Well, I was waiting for you to read that because I knew you would, because you're horrible people, horrible people. Yeah, he did write that. I'm not a rapist. I didn't rape anybody.
Do you think he was referring to you?
Excuse me. I'm not a pedophile. You read that crap from some sick person. You should be ashamed of yourself reading that, because I'm not any of those things.
Mr. President,
and I was
these are
never,
the gunman's words.
Excuse me. You shouldn't be reading that on 60 Minutes. You're a disgrace.
I want to tell you two things about that. Number one, this is President Trump as we've always known him. This is not surprising. What was surprising was that on Saturday night, he was calm and respectful. He showed, a different demeanor toward the press corps. People wondered if that was going to last. Now we know it's not going to last. His final post on Truth Social before the dinner was attacking the New York Times, and now he's mad at CBS. I also want to note that CBS is owned by Paramount, which is trying to buy WBD, the parent company of CNN. On Thursday night in Washington, Paramount held a dinner honoring the Trump White House. The president was there. Norah O'Donnell was reportedly there as well. I don't know that for a fact, but it was reported that she was there. So there was this report about schmoozing between CBS and Trump. And yet, on Sunday night, a tough, important, fair interview by CBS of the president, one the president bristled at. Just want viewers to notice that as you read about Paramount trying to take over CNN.
Can you talk about, leading up to the dinner, what was going on between Trump and CBS?
It's been a long, tenuous relationship, Audie. CBS's parent company, Paramount, is seeking regulatory approval to acquire Warner Brothers Discovery, which is also the parent company to CNN. And leading up to that, a lot of outsiders believe that CBS News and Paramount made certain concessions to be able to ensure that they could be in Trump's good graces to get that regulatory approval. So, for example, they settled for $16 million, a $20 billion lawsuit that legal experts believe they could have won with the president. They canceled Steve Colbert's show, which they said was for financial reasons. And then they hired this woman named Bari Weiss. They acquired her website, The Free Press, and put her in charge of CBS News. And people feel like all of these moves were done to placate the administration. So then for Donald Trump to come out now on live air and bash 60 Minutes, it's a really great example of the fact that you could do everything that you want to try to game this system, to try to develop a strong relationship with the president. But ultimately, at the end of the day, it serves him to continue to call the mainstream media fake news and bash the press.
At the same time, he talked pretty positively about the dinner experience itself, kind of before the attack. And it did seem like somehow CBS, especially with the White House Correspondents Dinner president being from CBS, had opened a door to him for the White House press corps for a relationship that has been so acrimonious.
Donald Trump is an opportunist. He is one of these people who understands very well how to work the media to be able to get what he needs out of the media. And as a result of that, he can have it both ways. He can say that this was becoming a very, improved relationship on one end. And then when it doesn't serve him, when he's being tossed a question he doesn't like, just revert back to the talking points that the mainstream media is fake news.